You should be able. Okay. Another. So let's go through a few more things. This is just some basic configuration. We're still in some basic configurations that you'll want to do after installing Ubuntu operating system for the first time. So we did all the updates. I'll show you how to check for more updates, to check for applications that are installed, how to remove applications if you ever need to remove applications. And one important thing is drivers. All right. So I want to see if my system needs any additional drivers, or if there's something that is not working properly. For example, a video card driver or a network driver or any driver that it seems to have some sort of an issue with and it needs to get updated. So I can just type into search drivers. And I have two things pop up there. The one I want to get to is the additional drivers, and again, this is a utility that actually gets installed with this distribution of Ubuntu. So what it's gonna do here is to check the system to see if I need any additional driver, if something is not working properly. So here I see I have a driver. It says VMware SVG2 adapter. And it's telling me that this device is not working, okay, and I have some options, okay. I either have an option to say that, well, the only option I can choose here is to continue using the manually installed driver. I can choose to do that, and then there's another driver here at the bottom which says Innotech System something VirtualBox Guest Service. Now this guest service is software that comes with VirtualBox itself. Now I will not install them today. I will show you how to install them in another session, perhaps next week. And this was part of one of the settings that we did. If you remember earlier in one of my, I think the first session that we did today, I was explaining to you there's a setting in the VirtualBox for this virtual machine to allow bidirectional copy paste, or bidirectional functionality between the guest operating system and the host operating system. And that is part of this virtual box service that has to get installed. And the reason that you want to install this VirtualBox guest service is it contains additional drivers that will make the system work properly or work better. So right now it's telling me that I have a device there that is not working, but I'm not going to install it today. We're going to do that another day. Okay, so here's where you'll come and see if you have any problems with drivers, or if the system is suggesting that there's an issue with your drivers, or with the current drivers that are installed, right? Updates, this basically tell you how often updates will be downloaded and installed, or how often you will be notified of updates. And here you have other software. I'm not going to touch anything here. Another day I'm going to explain what that is. And Ubuntu software just basically tells you that it's going to download the updates or download Ubuntu software from the internet, and it shows all the sources that it will connect to when it's looking for the updates. And here you have download from, and it will choose the server that is local to your country or local to your area. Currently mine is set to server for Canada, because it figured out that, okay, this is the closest server to my location, right? I have other servers that I can choose. If I click on other, I can actually select any other server from any other country, that is, or select multiple from many options that are available to me, right? I'm just gonna leave it to server Canada. Don't need to change anything there. The system automatically select that. right? If at any time you find that your computer is not getting the updates, or there's some issue with updates, you can come here and choose another server to download the updates from, right? Okay, the Linux terminal, something that you need to get familiar with. Again, you type in the source, just bring up terminal. This is where we will be doing some work in this desktop version of Ubuntu that we installed, but we'll be using mainly the graphical user interface. But you need to get familiar with the terminal, because when you install Ubuntu server, this is all you see. You don't see this fancy, nice graphic user interface that we have installed in our desktop version. All you will see is this terminal here, and I will show you from next week. We'll start doing some commands, some basic commands, just to show you how the commands work, and how to find help for certain commands, and how to view the manual for certain commands. So that's the terminal there. That's what it looks like. The server version. That's all you get. That's all you see. Everything that you want to configure and do on the server will be done in this terminal application. So I'll just close that. Nothing else to see there for now. There was one thing else I wanted to cover today, which is the Linux file system hierarchy. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have time to complete that today, but I will show you a couple things with the file system, and the difference between how Windows see a file system as opposed to how the file system appears in the Linux operating system. It is very, very different between the Linux operating system and the Ubuntu operating system. If I open up the file manager here, by default it takes me to my home folder, which I can actually see here, and I have all the folders that is specific to my login. So every new user that you create in the system and they log in, they will have their own set of home folders. Now, if you notice, one thing that you'll notice straight away is that you don't have any C drive and D drive and E drive. There's no drive that is assigned a specific drive letter as you're normally accustomed to in in Windows, right? So you don't see any C drive, you don't see the D drive, no nothing, right? That is because Linux does not see its file system based on drive letters. So there will be no A, B, C, D, E, F or any drive letter. If I click at other location, you will see that I have this entry here called computer, and then I have this entry here for network. If I double click on network, it will actually browse my network to find shares that is available on other Windows operating system or other Linux operating system, or if I have like a NAS device or any type of device with sharing capabilities on my network. So if I double click on computer, this will show me a listing of all the different directories that I have under what is called the root folder. Now here again, as you can see, there's no drive letter assigned to anything here. All you see is a number of folders. So what we will do, the next session that we have, I'm gonna go through some of the main folder structure and the purpose of these folders, right? So for now, I'm just gonna bring the session to an end here. I just wanted to bring your attention to what the terminal is, how you can see the applications that are installed, how you can add, remove applications. Sorry, I did not show you how to add or remove applications. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Um, you see this icon here. It is by default, during the installation, it actually put a shortcut of this Ubuntu software on the favorites bar, but of course you can get it by just typing a search if you don't see it. If you click on that to open it up, you will see you have three tabs at the very top. One is Explore. Explore meaning basically you can search for applications that you're looking for. The install will show all the applications that you have installed. So I have a whole lot of applications that you can see, a string of applications that I already have installed, and that came with the distribution. I can choose to remove something. For example, if I don't want any a particular app on my computer, I can go ahead and remove it. For example, if I don't want, say, I can choose something. Say I don't want this solitaire program, right? It's, I don't want it to take up space on my computer. I just want to clean it up. All I need to do is click on remove, and I'm gonna get a warning. Okay, do you want to remove it? I say yes, and here it asks me for the password, so I put my password in, and I click authenticate. Once the password has been verified and it's valid, it's gonna go through that process of uninstalling the application. That's how easy it is to remove application from the system that you don't need. Some applications you cannot uninstall because it is part of it's integrated with the operating system, so it will prevent you from uninstalling it. And one such application, if can be, for example, this system application that says file. You see that there's no option to remove that because you cannot remove it. And then there's another one here which says GNOME software. Again, you do not have a remove option for that. If you want to see what updates are available for existing applications, so updates, I have a number of here, 5. That means I have 5 updates sitting and waiting for me to get done. So if I click updates, it will show you the list of software that is awaiting for me to update it, or that updates are available for. So if I want to click an update, I can update it one at a time by clicking just the update button next to it, or I can go update all, and the system is going to download all the updates that are available and install the updates. If I require a reboot, I will just be notified that okay, the system needs to reboot in order for the changes to take effect. I'm not gonna go ahead and update it now because it's probably gonna take more time than I have. So I'm just gonna leave that updates. Another day I'm gonna do the updates, but it's basically clicking update and that's it. Nothing else is required. Okay, so if you want to install an application, you have 2 ways of installing applications in Ubuntu. One is through the graphical. You actually three main ways that you can install it. One is through the what is called the repository store, or the software store. So the software store basically contains a lot of applications that you can get. The beauty about this is any application in here is free. You don't have to pay for anything, right? Let's say, for example, you're looking for a PDF, say like a PDF reader, such as Adobe. Well, Adobe is not available for Linux, but you can just type PDF reader, and it will browse the store and find any application that is an Adobe, sorry, not Adobe, but a PDF reader. If you know exactly what PDF reader you want, you can just type the name of it and it will come up here. There is one called Oculus. Let me see if it's available. It is one that I particularly like. I find it works like really well. So it comes up here as an option to download. It's a document viewer. I click on the application, then click install. Ask for the password again. I put my password in. It's gonna download the program and do the installation. Now, if you look at the bottom here, it'll give you a brief description of what the program is, the supported file types, etc. And you have a bunch of reviews at the bottom. You can actually go and review do some of the reviews to see if what others are saying about it, and you can decide at that time, do you like it or do you not like it. So I click on install. It should start to install. Okay, it says installing. So that was pretty quick, right? Took about 30 seconds, and I now have the option of opening that program. So when it's done installing, you can actually see that it put a green check mark there that is installed, and under my install button at the top here, it says that I installed one. How do I start that program? Again, I can just go search for the program that I just installed. By typing the first two letters, that the ocular comes up. I click on the program itself, and just like any other application that you're accustomed with in Windows, the application should open. Did I open it? Okay, it says it's running, and that's the program there. Right now, this is just the program. I haven't really opened any file in the program as yet. So that's how simple it is to, you can view all the applications that you have installed. You can remove an application if you don't want it. You can install updates for applications, and you can also browse and select applications, all of them free from the software store.